Did you know that people who embrace solitude often report higher relationship satisfaction? Sounds counterintuitive, right? Today, we'll uncover why learning to be alone can actually strengthen your relationships. Welcome back to B30. Today, we're going to explore a fascinating paradox. The more comfortable you are with being alone, the healthier your relationships will be. We often think that relationships are about being with others, but the truth is, how you connect with yourself directly impacts how you connect with others. Let's dive in. The paradox of solitude and connection. Here's the thing. We are social creatures. We thrive in communities and relationships. But in our fast-paced, highly connected world, many of us feel isolated, even when we're surrounded by people. What's worse, we're often conditioned to believe that if we aren't constantly connected, whether that's through friendships, romantic partners, or social media, that something is missing in our lives. This creates a false sense of desperation. We start clinging to relationships, seeking validation, and forcing connections to avoid feeling lonely. And ironically, this often pushes people away. So what if I told you that learning to enjoy your own company could change all of that? The pressure of cultural expectations. In our society, there's a huge emphasis on having an ideal social life, a romantic partner, a wide circle of friends, or a perfect Instagram-worthy social existence. When we don't have that, we start to believe we're missing something. Or worse, that we're failing at life. This pressure makes us focus on what we lack. We jump from relationship to relationship or cling to friendships, even if they're unhealthy, just to feel connected. But what if the key to true connection isn't in constantly seeking others, but in first connecting deeply with ourselves? The role of codependency and fitting in. Many of us weren't taught how to have healthy, independent relationships. Instead, we learned codependency, where we shapeshift to fit someone else's expectations or try to fix others to make ourselves feel needed. We get defensive when people disagree with us, and we try to fit into social molds by abandoning parts of who we truly are. This is where the concept of being alone comes in. When we learn to love our own company, we stop relying on others to fill emotional gaps. We don't need constant validation or agreement from the people around us. We become less defensive, more open, and more accepting, not just of others, but of ourselves. Why learning to be alone improves relationships. So, why does learning to be alone make you better in relationships? It boils down to this. When you're comfortable with yourself, you bring your authentic self to your relationships. You're not constantly seeking approval or validation because you've already given that to yourself. Here are a few reasons this works. You set healthier boundaries. When you enjoy being alone, you're less likely to tolerate toxic behavior just to keep someone around. You know your worth, and you won't settle for less. You become a better listener. People who are comfortable in their own skin are less defensive in conversations. They don't take things as personally and can listen without feeling attacked or judged. You bring confidence, not neediness. When you've learned to be okay on your own, you don't need a relationship to complete you. This confidence is attractive and creates more balanced, fulfilling relationships. The benefits of embracing solitude. Spending time alone helps you reflect, recharge, and realign with your values. It gives you the mental space to figure out who you are without the noise of external opinions. When you know yourself well, you attract relationships that are aligned with your true self, rather than ones based on who you think you should be. Solitude is also a great teacher. It teaches you resilience, self-love, and the ability to stand on your own 2 feet. Once you realize that you don't need someone else to be happy, you can approach relationships from a place of want, not necessity. And that's a game changer. In short, learning to be comfortable alone is one of the most powerful ways to improve your relationships. By focusing on yourself, you become a better version of you, the kind of person who can build and maintain strong, healthy connections with others. Remember, your relationship with yourself sets the foundation for all the other relationships in your life. What's your favorite way to spend time alone? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, check out my other videos on personal growth and relationship tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.